helpful tip for cutting that I like to use is if I'm cutting in a corner and it's just too sharp of a corner for me to turn and cut it right, I like to just come back in at it from the other way. When you're cutting the gray areas out, it's best to do this with a craft knife, something like X-Acto. And you have to be careful not to cut through to your furniture or anything like that. It's best to have a cutting mat or a piece of cardboard, something underneath, so that it will protect the surface that you're cutting on. After you've finished cutting around the edges with your knife, then you can just poke that little gray piece out. I already have my pieces cut out now, and so I'm just going to turn them over. And I'm going to place foam dots on the back of my pieces. And just peel back off. These foam dots you can find in your in the scrapbooking section of your store. And you just place it right on top of the main card. And now I already have dots, foam dots put on the back of this. It just goes again right on top. Now I have all my pieces stuck on, and I'm just going to fold the card in half. Now you have the 3D card. I've chosen one of the sayings and I cut it out. Now I'm going to use my glue stick and glue it to the inside of the card. Now I'm going to make the envelope for the cards. I've already cut out my pieces. I'm going to take the back piece and fold on the dotted lines. I'm just going to make a nice crease along these. Then I'm going to take my glue stick and run some glue down the edges, on the sides and down the bottom. And then I'm going to turn the main part of the envelope over. I'm going to glue the back to the front. Just like this. And you might have a little overlap if you don't lay it down just perfect. That's just fine because you can just trim it right off. I turn it over and fold the flap down, again along the dotted line. Now we have an envelope for the card.